Good morning, everybody. Welcome to June 9th. Hot Takes Party of 4 on your social media platform this morning. How's everybody doing?
Excellent.
Wonderful.
Did you hear the sarcasm in that? Excellent. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. It's tough. Today's a tough day.
And
Yes.
you just got back, both Maddie and yourself just got back from a little bit of a reprieve. So it probably is a little bit more painful getting back into the swing, correct?
You know, my parents would always say they needed a vacation after their vacation, and I didn't ever understand it until I started to like grow up and have responsibilities, and like you really do need a vacation after your vacation.
Right.
Yes.
That's why I'm struggling this week. Just got back yesterday. So today's a rough day.
So now you guys know how I felt when I was in Myrtle Beach back in the spring on
Right.
vacation,
Right.
right?
Drowning in emails.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I can't swim. Just kidding. I can swim, but
Just not in the ocean.
just not in the ocean.
Yeah.
No.
Right. Right.
Not where
We
there's
learned that
living
last
things.
week.
Did you
Yeah.
go in the ocean?
I went up to about thigh deep, which is deeper
So like
than
a half a
normal.
foot.
Yeah.
Thigh deep.
Yeah. Yeah. Mastro thigh deep is about 24 inches.
That's good. That's good. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. Good. So for those of you joining us, if you don't know by now, this is episode 18 of a Hot Takes Party of 4.
Wow.
Last week we could go see rated R movies. This week we can buy cigarettes and lottery tickets. So woo!
Do people still buy cigarettes? I mean, maybe,
Oh.
but
People
not
totally
anymore.
do.
Back in the college days.
People buying lottery tickets? That's what I thought you were going to ask.
Hey, hope and a dream. Come on, always.
Well,
Scratch
no,
offs, baby. Scratch
definitely
offs.
where they have is it Powerball? What's the
yeah.
big one that a few states that combine when it gets up to 700 million?
Yeah, the Mega Millions.
Yeah,
Mega Millions and Powerball.
I jump on that bandwagon. When anything past 500 million, I'll dive in just in
Yeah,
case.
yeah, then it's worth it, I guess. Man, fine.
Isn't that funny? It's like when
Yeah.
1 million's not enough, but if
No.
it's 500, we all run out and buy a ticket.
All right, fine. You got me. I'm in. I'll give you my $1.
Kim, what's interesting is
$1.
people will go and they'll buy 20, 30, 40 tickets. I heard years ago somebody was on, I don't know, some station, and he said buying more than one ticket doesn't change your odds. Buy one
No.
ticket. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So when people are like, yeah, we're all going to pitch in, we're going to buy 150 tickets. I'm like, I'll just take one. I'm either going to win or I'm not. So
I'm not a big lottery ticket buyer, but I do enjoy a scratch off every now and again. One of my grandmothers, she loved slot machines and scratch off tickets. And whenever she's like pops into my brain a lot, I'll stop and go buy a scratch off because I feel like she's telling me to.
Oh, I love that.
And has she led you in the right direction?
I win. Honestly, I win like $20, like nothing major. And then I take it and I put it into Layla's savings account anytime I win anything. So
Nice.
Aw,
That's
You
so
can buy-
mom.
sweet. You're the best.
Good mom.
You
I
should
like
make
that.
a Madison savings account too and like split it 50-50.
Maybe we can get a GoFundMe page for Madison
Yeah.
here soon.
I want to give my dog a better life.
All these pet parents.
Oh,
These pet parents
God.
these days.
Terrible.
Good. So everybody's doing well this week. Everybody tuning in. If you don't remember, I'm Chris Thies up in Minnesota. We got Gabriel Jordan out in the desert. It's probably hot as hell out there. We got Kim Myers in South Florida. I'm betting it's smoking hot down there too. We got the exclusive, Maddie Mastro, out of the Windy City of Chicago. And we're happy to be with you guys this morning. We're going to talk a little bit about social media and how you use it on this episode of Hot Takes Party of 4. What do you guys think about that? I mean, we're using it right now.
I love it.
We are. I think I need to practice what I'm about to preach.
Words out of my mouth. I was literally about to say the same thing. Too funny.
This is great. So, I mean, we'll get the conversation started here a little bit. Everybody out there listening, I'm sure in some way, shape, or form is using social media in their everyday lives. Statistics, I love statistics. Stats are my friend. Show that over 80% of people have some sort of form of social media on their phone and are using it on average 2.5 hours per day. What do you guys think about that?
I think 80% seems really low.
Yeah.
Where are these 20%? Where are these 20% that aren't using social media on their phones?
They still have a BlackBerry.
They're probably babies, man. I mean, I'm talking population here. Hello.
I read a stat this morning that it was 3.78 billion with a B. There are 3.78 billion users worldwide this year. That's crazy. That's a huge number. I can't even wrap my mind around anything in the billions.
Wow.
And that's just on Facebook, correct?
And social media.
Social media platforms.
Any type of
Okay.
platform.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I was reading or watching a couple of days ago. They said something about 3 billion users on Facebook alone.
Facebook dominates the social media platform from a usage. Like it is, I just had it up here. Something like 68% of social media platform users boast Facebook as the most widely used platform.
That's insane.
Yeah, think about that. I graduated college in 2007. I was like the first generation of Facebook users. And I was like, I don't get it. What's going on? I don't get it. And now I'm like everybody else. I check it all the time. I'm members of groups. I see anniversaries. I look at memories. I'm starting to use the story function. Not very well, but I'm attempting to use it. So all kinds of new things at your fingertips now that are quite interesting.
And so with that, obviously.
So how do you all divvy up?
Go for it, Kim.
Go ahead.
Come on, Jeepsters, go. No, I was just gonna say, obviously, with that.
Kim, you go. I'll break it.
Gabriel, just leave. Okay. My question was going to be, how do you divvy up what you use for which platform? And what platforms do you utilize? Like, for instance, I found it too difficult to manage Facebook, a Twitter, a LinkedIn, and a Instagram. So I dumped Twitter. I deleted the app. I don't look at it. I'm off of it. And I don't know if that's a smart thing or a bad thing. And there's two perspectives to look at this conversation from. There's the personal one and the business one. I guess there's three, because then there's the combination of both. The relationships that we form, personal relationships we form via our business. So what do you all think of each platform?
I think you shouldn't try to master each platform. I think you should pick one, maybe two, and dominate those platforms, because if you spend your time trying to spread out between 5 or 6 different platforms, and there are definitely more than 5 or 6, you're not going to be efficient, for the most part. In addition, I am a big fan. When you're using it for personal reasons and also for business reasons, everybody doesn't feel this way, but I think you should combine the two. I think you should be yourself in both of them. I don't think you should have a separate Facebook page and a business Facebook page. With what we do, I mean, don't get me wrong, if you own a grocery store, you don't want to, have the two, but with what we do as salespeople, I think people should know who you are and you should be who you are and combine the two. That's just a personal feelings on that.
What about you, Maddie?
I was going to say, I used to disagree with you, Gabriel, about splitting or combining your personal and professional social media pages. So I have 3 Instagrams. I have one personal for me.
For all your personalities.
Yeah, for all my personalities. That's just for just a couple of my personalities. The other 10 are elsewhere. I can't tell you where those are. So I have one just for me, just my personal, where I post stupid memes, pictures of my dog, sometimes workouts. I have a Alpha Broder social media or an Instagram that I've been sort of slacking on because it's hard to keep up with 3 different pages. And then of course my dog has one that I run because he doesn't have thumbs, and it's just pictures of him. So Instagram is my biggest platform. I think it's the easiest. I think I get the most engagement there. And it's just like a big digital scrapbook, and there's really no rules. Like when it comes to Instagram, you can use the story feature, you can do reels, you can post videos, pictures. But when I first started the Alpha Broder page separate from my personal page, it was easier to keep up with it. But I think, Gabriel, I'm going to combine them, and I'm just going to start being myself, both professionally and personally, and you're going to get what you're going to get.
I had to sit in on a conference, a social media conference, maybe 10 years ago in the early stages. And this was recommended. And I was the same way. I had 2 separate, Facebook pages at the time. This was like 2011, 2012. And somebody said, you're doing yourself a disservice by having 2 different ones, because you're going to benefit off people knowing you and seeing who you are and seeing your dog and what you're doing and working out, and then throwing in the business aspect to it. So you're doing yourself a disservice by having 2. And I took to that early on, and a lot of people disagreed with me over the years, but I've come to really feel that that's the way to do it. Kim?
So I sat in a similar meeting. I believe it was Dale Denham, who a lot of people in the industry know, and he said the same thing. And there are rules you can set up for what you want certain people to see, and so I have done it both ways. And in the last few years, I went back to 2 separate ones. And the only reason I did that is because I guess laziness in a way. Like I didn't feel like creating the groups, and my personal life, people didn't care about the business aspect. And I'm not saying that business people didn't care about my personal, but now I'm at a point where it's too much to manage 2, and I want to combine the 2, but I don't think I can combine without losing content, because the interesting thing is, I do have people who are on both, but my more personal Facebook page gets more activity, more views, more interaction than my work one. So for instance, if I post like this to my personal, I'll get more feedback on it than when I do to the work one. And it's really more supposed to be a professional kind of conversation, right? Our podcast. Right. So it's kind of an interesting experiment I did. But now if there's anybody out there who knows how to interchange the 2 seamlessly, that would be interesting information. But I don't think I can. I think I would just have to delete one and focus on the other. So I haven't done that yet.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's really us building our brand. Like my brand as Madison is Hamilton and my biceps. Like that's it. That's pretty much all I have. And like that's what my customers know. That's what you see on all of my social media pages, except for my professional one, where I'm just posting what we do and what we sell. But like you said, Kim, I don't get as much feedback or the engagement that I want when I'm just posting to my Alpha Broder Instagram. So I am going to combine them. I think the Madison Mastro Alpha is going away.
Well, let's
Watch out, world. It's about to blow up.
It's about to get really weird.
Well, let's be frank. I mean, if I was following somebody who was
Did he freeze for anybody else? Okay. He might have to jump back in there with his thought. I'll jump in here on kind of the separation. I'm using Instagram and Facebook. I've been using Facebook for ever since it started. I've just recently in the last year and a half gotten on Instagram because of COVID and things like that. But like I have one. I use one for everything. I'm CT Minnesota 14 on Instagram. I'm Chris Thies on Facebook. And I started posting. I post a lot about my family, my kids, my interests. What do I do? And then I started doing more and more work things. And I was like, I wonder how my friends are going to think about this. Are they going to be like, oh my God, another work post? Jeez. And I was a little worried about that. But then the more I got worried about it, the more I had friends going, hey, I checked out your podcast this week. It was pretty good. Or you guys are funny. Or, I enjoyed it. Or my insurance agent was like, hey, I saw you post something about a rain jacket. How do I get one of those? I was like, oh my God, this works. Like this is doing what it's supposed to. So it's an interesting balance, but so I like having it. People get to see me, like I get to friend you if I want. I can accept you or deny you. I think I got to get to that point where I'm not worried about who I accept or what happens at some point in time, because that's how you grow. I mean, that's how you grow this platform right here. I look at Instagram as being a newer, more hip social media platform that younger people are using. I mean, Jesus, let's face it here. Cats, Curls, and Cakes got 3,944 followers. Holy jeez. I've got like 150.
It's the hashtag. You got a hashtag. You have to hashtag what you're posting about. Hashtag golden doodles of Instagram, hashtag bicep curls. And then whatever you're posting, people see it and then they like it and then they follow you because they think you're going to post more.
I hashtag, am I hashtagging?
Yeah. Yeah. I pull up a quote from Progressive, and was I hashtagging? One of my favorite commercials, like right now.
It's so good.
But it's an interesting thing to try and balance. I mean, think about it from a work perspective right now. Alpha Broder, we are running a Facebook page. We are running an Instagram account. I'm pretty sure we have a Twitter account. We have pretty much everything you can think of under the sun there. And we post daily, multiple times. We have a social media advisor that takes care of that and does things. And we can send stuff in to get added to that platform and things. So it's, I think in the age we are now, if you're not doing it, you need to change what you're thinking and your thought process, because that's where people are going for output. That's where people are spending their time. Think about that. 2.5 hours a day that you are just looking at social media on your phone. That's an insane statistic. And I think that's probably low, in my opinion.
I agree.
Yeah.
Don't
forget YouTube is a, oh, sorry, Chris.
Yeah, no.
I was just going to say YouTube is a huge social media platform too, that I think people don't really think it's a social media platform, but I mean, all I do at night is watch YouTube. I catch up with the guys I follow on YouTube, the girls I follow on YouTube. And I mean, it's 2.5 hours is probably YouTube alone. So I agree with you. That is I think a low number.
Maddie, I think I live with you. I mean, that's what my 9-year-old does at night.
That's what my 11-year-old does too.
See, why are you guys starting a fund for me?
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Whenever I look at her TV, that's what she does.
Yep.
And it's great. It's stuff that I can't even fathom finding entertaining, but kids do.
My kid will watch somebody draw for hours on YouTube or
And then
make
talk
glitter
about-
or glue.
Right, and talk about these YouTube people like they're famous celebrities, because to them they are, but they're all people I've never seen or heard from or of, other than, seeing what she's watching. Well, we're on YouTube, right?
We are.
Yes. We Hot Takes Party 4. We have our YouTube channel. Check it out. Subscribe.
We're YouTube
Users.
celebrities.
Influencers. I think that's what they call them.
Oh, sorry. I got the wrong lingo. I'm not sure I'm influencing anybody.
Great segue there, Gabriel. That's kind of one of the things I wanted to talk about was influencers. When you think social media, it's not just posting. It's who's posting it right now, right? You follow your favorite celebrities, athletes, actors, things like that, and what they wear creates a trend. And something goes off the rails. Think of Champion as a perfect example. Chance the Rapper and Beyonce and some of these people started wearing that brand pretty exclusively, call it 4 or 5 years ago. And all of a sudden it became an overnight sensation, just insanely popular because they influenced people. We have influencers at Alpha Broder that you see on our social media platform wearing our products and stuff like that. I read a stat this morning that I thought was pretty interesting when it came to influencers. It was 49% of consumers depend on influencer recommendations on social media. 49% of consumers.
Wild.
It's crazy.
There's 4 of us on this call. 2 of us depend on what other people think on brands that we are going to purchase or consume. Think about that for a second. How powerful is that when you're talking about a platform and in influencing a decision? So
the coolest part is when it's a non-paid influencer. I actually just had this conversation this morning with the account that I was with. We were talking about headwear, and I was talking about the excuse me, the Yukon Delta hat, and how that really started to take flight because Will Smith was wearing it, posting it, non-paid influencer, but that took off from there because he liked it. So how cool is it to get somebody who is of that status to just simply like your product and promote it without any, financial backing?
Well, I'll throw this out there. And I was debating if I was going to say this, but going back to, you remember when the Champion and the Kardashians, you mentioned a few others, Chris, that were wearing Champion. And you said almost exclusively. It came out, and dare I say this, it came out a few years later. It wasn't necessarily just because they liked the brand. They had a contract with Champion, but it was presented to the world as if it was we just like the brand. So I think in this day and age, especially in social media, one does have to be careful, and it may not matter if they're paid or not. If it's presented in a way, I just like this piece and I'm wearing it, and the end user doesn't know the difference if it's paid or not, they're being influenced either way. But I think it's important to not necessarily be manipulated or naive to the fact that someone just, oh guys, look at this shirt I'm wearing, it's so cool, here's the brand, just because I like it. You do have to be careful of how you are being, how the information is being fed to you. And I don't know, Will Smith maybe he did just like the hat,
and that's probably how it started, right? That's why it became influencer,
right?
Not sponsorship.
Right.
So,
Yeah. But
Kim?
was the digital lounge mentioned when I was cut off by any chance?
No.
So as we talk about social media and presenting things and mixing your personal life with with business, most companies, not most, a lot of companies, especially Alpha Broder, we have a place on our website called the Digital Lounge where you can go. Let's say you don't know what content to post. Let's say you are mixing business with pleasure, but you want your clients to know about a certain special or a brand that's new to Alpha Broder. We make it very easy to just to drag and click, or just click and post something and move on. So it is, you can jump on our website, alphabroder.com, and just click on Digital Lounge, and there's Instagram, Facebook posts, videos, anything you want to add. You can put things in your signature. So, like I said, we do that. A lot of other companies make it very easy for you to mix business and pleasure on your social media platforms.
I think awesome point, Gabriel, and can't stress it enough, right? I mean, especially within the last 14 months, we haven't seen people. We have used phones, we have used computers, we have used TV to influence, to get our information, and that's never going to go away. That is never going to go away. That is here to stay 100%. Think about the reviews you look at online that influence your purchases. I was never a review person, and now all of a sudden I'm like, oh, Yelp only says this place is 3.5. I don't know. We might catch something. We're not going there, So it's crazy to think of those differences nowadays and how they're perceived, how we look at them, how we search for products. So,
Chris, that is so interesting, because that is a part of my life now. If you're not getting the right reviews or the right stars, I'm not even going to go there. I'm not going to try it. And that's strange, because maybe I'm missing out on something, but I am so influenced by people's reviews that it dictates what I do and where I go.
I mean, very, very rarely, right? Do you go somewhere or you pick something and you love it, and it's like a 1.0 review or a crappy product, right? Where you're like, wait a minute, hold on, we gotta fix this. How do we fix this? It's better. So it's all in. I mean, it's at the very fiber of what we do for a living right now, right? Yeah. How is that quarter zip? Do you like it? Do you wear it? Is it perform well? Does it fit well? What does the feel like? Is the cost line up? So reviews, social media, all those things influence our everyday beings, workings, thoughts, processes. So this is one of those conversations where you could talk for, I mean, we could do like a mini series on this for 12 weeks or something, but we'd probably lose everybody by week 2.
I think it all lends itself back to the sales process of, we're relationship-based salespeople, and it all relates back to the storytelling, right? I find that you're always selling the best when you have a story to relate to the situation or the product. And I think social media ties right into that, because it's the story of whatever the situation is. I'm always, you just kind of like, you always sell what you like, you sell what you wear. And like you're saying, Chris, people always ask me, how's that wash and wear? And I always say I'm the most honest salesperson, because I will tell you if I've never washed or wore it, but I'll also tell you when I do. I'll tell you what size I wear it in, so you know what the fit is like. And then I will be an evangelist for things that I absolutely love. So, I mean, that's the level, just as you want people to be an evangelist for you, as you sell your brand, the products kind of coincide with that as well. And I think social media all ties all of this together.
I could not agree with you more. That's
Yeah, very well said.
that's a nice transition into the PSA of the day, the product spotlight announcement. What's everybody wearing today?
Under Armour. Where's my?
UA, baby.
There it is.
Exclusive brand at Alpha Broder here, up over 75 styles. I'm wearing the hybrid qualifier quarter zip. I absolutely love this piece. I live in this thing. It's got stretch to it. It's got that heathered look. 12 new styles this year to the offering for 2021. Maddie, what are you wearing there? You wearing the tech?
I'm in the ladies tech quarter zip. And I have said this a million times on this podcast, but I am a sucker for quarter zips. I wear them all the time, but I would say this is in my top 3. This is super lightweight. I would love to wear it in the mornings when you're not really sure if it's going to be hot or cold. It's quick drying, moisture wicking. It has the anti-odor technology. So if you are wearing it in the morning and you get super sweaty because it's 80 degrees out, it's not going to stink. When you wash it, it doesn't pill. It washes really well. It's a loose fit, 100% polyester. It's a great piece.
Wow. That's quite a description.
Yeah.
You just described
I love
as well,
it.
so I don't have to say anything. I'm wearing the men's version of that.
How does it fit? Do you think it fits? It fits great.
Okay, so that's funny because that's the one thing that I was going to say. The fit and finish on this piece maybe top. You said top 3. It's top 2. I can put this on and it fits my body just perfectly. I could be not feeling so great about my body that day. I put this on, I feel great. I'm like, I look good in this thing. So yeah, you said the fit on this thing is absolutely perfect. And you see the creative imprint space we put on.
That was
this
like
stuff.
made for
Love
Zoom and podcasts online, baby, right there.
Well, I'm wearing their polo shirt, their ladies polo, and I do not know the style number.
The men's version is 134808
So I apologize that I don't have it memorized, but it's a color blocked performance polo that has like a heathered look at the top. I know it's hard to see because it's black and I'm sitting in a black interior car. But it is, I small confession, I don't love wearing polo shirts. But I will opt to wear something that has a non-button placket over a button placket. And in South Florida, comfort is, top priority. And this piece is super comfortable. I have a lot of high-end resort programs that are utilizing it right now. So it's a really great go-to piece. The men's and the ladies coordinate perfectly, look super sharp. I just don't remember the style number, so forgive me.
That's
I love that piece.
Corporate
Kim.
color block piece. I absolutely love that one.
Love it.
Fairly new to the collection within the last 2 years. So, lots of good things on the horizon there with UA. Loving the brand. We introduced the new Hustle Fleece collection this year. Check it out. It'll be a great piece for fall when inventory arrives with everybody else's inventory that's coming into the world. But Under Armour product spotlight today. Social media conversation having here. Quick question to you guys before we get into the OG question of the week is, I know Kim asked, what platforms are you using? What's your favorite one? What's your favorite platform to use?
Maddie, you go first.
Yeah,
You're the
mine's Instagram.
Yeah.
Mine's Instagram right now.
Yeah. I love the features. It's easy to use.
It's easy. It's super easy. Like click, post, like filter, hashtag a location or whatever. I got to work on my hashtags, I guess.
I'll help you. I got you.
You got me. All right. Awesome. Hashtag Maddie's gonna help me.
love the
What about
story
you, Kim?
feature.
I miss the music of MySpace. That's the only thing I wish they could. I loved opening my MySpace page and hearing my song. I like Instagram as well. Is my favorite, but I will tell you my favorite thing about social media, and this is from a personal perspective, and the reason why I got on Facebook was I was moving away from my family and I wanted to stay connected. I wanted to see pictures of everybody's kids. That's how kind of it all started for me.
Yeah.
Favorite thing about Facebook are the memories. So
I agree.
I love it.
I will, a lot of times my personal posts are for myself because I love 5 years from now going back and seeing a picture or a check-in from a restaurant or a hotel somewhere where I was and think, oh, that's where we were, 5 years ago today. How cool is that? That's my all-time favorite thing. And that's quite frankly, mostly why I use Facebook. So I love it for that aspect, but visually, and if you're just looking for some mind-numbing peacefulness and you want to do some scrolling, absolutely Instagram. The thing that we haven't really talked about though, because I know it's an OG type of thing, is LinkedIn. And I will tell you, I've gotten some activity from posts on LinkedIn. Like I think it's super cool when you post something and then you get a phone call about it. And that is certainly has happened for me through Instagram, but more so through LinkedIn, where I've posted a product or a brand and I have got multiple calls from that post. So I would say don't discount LinkedIn from a professional perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Great point. Great point.
Yeah. I get most of my action on Facebook. I like Instagram better. And I'm an embarrassing confession here. I was a little late to the game. I found something recently, Maddie, called Reels. I stumbled across it. I hit a button and you can just, and it never ends. It just goes and there's a new video. I'm like, this is dangerous. I'm never going to work. I'm never going to get anything done. I'm just going to sit here and go through the Reels. So I
don't know how to do them though. I don't know how to do them. Do you know how to do them?
Your daughter does.
Personally do one? No.
Yeah.
No,
I don't either. Madison, we might have to have a clinic.
Maddie, yeah,
I got you guys.
Can you hook
I got you. Absolutely.
Ask your children. I bet they
don't
know.
Want to because I know they know. That scares
my daughters
me.
would know. Yeah. I don't want them to know that I'm actually doing that. So.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll be embarrassed. I'll be an embarrassment to them.
Oh, mine.
I like to play dumb.
With her. Like you've got to participate in the reels. No, I'm the only one who gets forced into this.
No. Hey, I bet it works. They say kids and pets. Kids and pets get all the likes.
Right.
So
true. Right before we get into Kim's OG question, you were talking about memories. Do you guys use Time Hop? It's an app, and it's not really social media, but you can connect your social pages to this Time Hop app. And every day it shows you the memories or the pictures that you've taken in your camera roll, which you posted on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever it is. And it all pops up on your Time Hop app every single day. So you can relive those memories across all apps. Time Hop.
Yep. There goes my screen time from 2.5 hours to 3.
There you go, guys. You're welcome.
We'd have to check that out. See, it's evolving. It's crazy. This conversation could go on forever.
It can.
It's something we wanted to bring to the forefront here from Hot Takes. I've really enjoyed the conversation here. Kim, what do you got for us for an OG question of the week?
Wait, before she goes, Kim, before you go, I got a question, Chris, for you. Did you watch the Mayweather fight this past weekend?
No, I'm not
a boxer. Maddie, Kim, anybody?
No, I don't waste my money on that kind of stuff.
I do watch boxing, but I did not.
Well, then I don't have a question for any of you. Go replay the fight, and I'll ask you again next week. All right, Kim, OG question of the week.
That was great. Jim, what do you
See,
got, girl?
That just proves that none of this is rehearsed or discussed beforehand. I was going to do my Twizzler Red Vine taste test challenge today because I bought both and haven't opened either one, and I've been traveling with them in my bag. But I'm going to save it.
Okay.
I don't feel like eating candy right now.
Okay.
Remind me, and we'll do the challenge. So I feel like because our conversations of late have been so professional and business based that I keep pulling my OG questions from a more fun perspective. So I hope that's okay. So my
Absolutely.
OG question of the day is, if you could have if your profession could be like your childhood dream profession, I guess, like what you thought you would want to do when you were 7 years old, what would you be doing?
I'd be a broke
Would you be
artist.
selling? An artist.
Yep.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'd be
No.
Denzel Washington.
Did you you say a Denzel Washington
Oh my
lookalike?
God.
So you would have been an actor. Like
Yeah.
I look at this question from a twofold. I have like a pie in the sky answer where I would have been like a badass, front singer for a chick rock and roll band, right? That's like my total dream. But in reality, my other occupation, more realistically, I think I would have been a teacher. So like I look at it from both sides of the fence, of something that's like pie in the sky dream to like, a lot of kids wanted to be a policeman or a veterinarian or things like that. I always thought I would be a teacher.
Well, you are in a way. Are you not?
Yes, I try to interject that in my day-to-day life, doing what I do as much as possible.
Do you ever get in front of your clients
Because
and say, class, listen up?
No, I
She
tried
does.
that tactic.
I don't remember what I wanted to be. I don't remember what I wanted to be when I was younger. But I know that like growing up, I wanted to be a doctor, but I don't know if that was like always my dream. And then I realized like I don't like blood, and I like can't do all that kind of stuff. So my dream as I got older was to own a gym and just train people and have a coffee bar on the other side of my gym. But I like what I'm doing now much better than owning a business. I don't know if I would be able to do it. That's a lot of work.
Sure you would. I think it's not too late, Maddie. I think you
Not
should
too
still do
late?
that. No, it's not.
No,
Never
it's
too late.
too late.
Never.
There's a new segment that's coming out, and it's about women in their 50s who recreate their life, and that 50 is where they start to accelerate their professional career. And it's like a new trend wherein, past not that long ago, once you hit 50, you were kind of on the downward slope, especially for women. And now it's like that's not the case. So I think there's still time for me.
We got
There's
time.
certainly time for you.
We got time.
Alive.
Would you guys come to my coffee bar / gym? We do free memberships for the hot take party.
Absolutely. Absolutely. On a monthly basis, I would fly out and work out in your gym and drink some
That's
coffee.
fair.
I would drink the coffee. Can I bring my
Okay.
laptop and just work in the
Yep.
corner?
Yep, that's totally fine too.
I'm not into the whole workout thing. Like,
That's
I
okay.
take your classes. I would take
We
your
could do
class.
classes. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
mm-mm.
So have any
I'll-
of you? Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
I'll work the registration counter. Like, can I
That's
do
fine.
that?
Yeah, totally.
Sweet.
Quality control on the coffee and pastries.
Oh,
We
that's
can
me.
all do that.
That's
Yeah.
me. Pastry control. Yes.
Yeah.
Are they gonna be like healthy, gluten free?
No. You're
No,
there to
no.
work that off. I'm gonna
No,
give you
yeah,
permission to
no.
work harder.
Yeah.
Give and take.
Have tying back into my question, have any of you ever, when you were younger in school or even now, taken a like a career aptitude test? You know, in high school, you know, typically it would give you something like that to help, you know, your guidance counselor to help guide you towards a career.
Yes. I think mine
Yeah,
said
but I
I was
don't
supposed to be a
remember.
teacher. And I was like, my entire family are teachers. No, I don't want to do that.
I took one and it said number one career was this is my laugh for the day for you all. My number one career was a funeral director. My number two career was a social worker, and my number three career was a nurse. So I guess that my level of empathy is extremely high.
Very high.
Yeah.
I don't like dead people. I don't like blood, and I do like money. So I didn't go into any of this.
That's the line of the
Oh
day.
my God.
I don't like dead people.
I don't like dead people and I don't like blood. Oh my God.
Like money. So sure. Not for me. Yeah.
Oh,
I love it.
I'll leave
I
you
love
with
it.
That was so good.
Great questions. Great conversation, everybody. For anybody listening or anybody that's going to watch, again, Kim says this has not been scripted. Against all of their even opinions, I changed all your names to your Instagram handles.
I noticed it like 30 seconds ago. I'm like, what's that?
So anybody listening, first one to go out to Instagram, friend all four of us, and hashtag Hot Takes Party of Four. We will send you a Hot Takes Party of Four Columbia branded water bottle.
Ooh.
So check them out. Great episode, guys. Happy 18th birthday to Hot Takes
Woo.
Party of Four here. And next week we're coming back with we're going to talk about trends in apparel. Trends in apparel on episode 19. So
I like it. I like it.
Stay safe, stay healthy. Good to see everybody. This has been another episode of Hot Takes Party of Four. Until next week.
See ya.
Bye-bye.